Hey everybody, Max Manga here, back with another video. This time I want to make a video on the topic of art styles and why we overemphasize on them. And this video is going to be mainly for the beginner artists who are going into comics or anime and manga and all that, and they really want that style. They really want that anime manga style before they've learned anything else. I'm here to tell you why that's not a good idea, and why that's going to most likely cripple your ability to grow as an artist, and why it's going to set you back by years. And the reason for that is anime and manga, are not what you should be learning from. Anime and manga are not the basics, What anime and manga are their alterations of the basics. They are stylizations of the basics. They're breaking of the rule, right? Characters typically in real life, people do not have eyes that big, and they don't have noses that small, and their mouths don't look like that, and their bodies aren't proportioned that way. But for some reason, you want to learn how to draw characters like that before you even know how people look realistically. And that is going to seriously hurt your ability to create better quality art. Because you need to be learning from real life. You need to be learning the basics of anatomy, facial structure, facial expressions, shading, proportions, everything. You need to be learning the basics of all that stuff before you start thinking about stylization. Because if you don't, then your characters are going to look like this. Alright? They're going to look like disgustingly disproportionate monstrosities, and you're frankly going to get mad that your art isn't looking so good, and you're not going to understand why. But the reason is clear. It's because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're way more obsessed with developing an art style than you are with actually learning, with actually going through the steps of becoming a true advanced artist. You don't want to learn real anatomy. You're trying to draw characters in these crazy dynamic poses, pulling off these crazy moves before you even know what the fuck a brachioradialis is, before you even know that a lot of these muscles even exist. You don't even know, like, anatomy to that degree, and yet you want to draw anatomy to that degree. And that's the problem, You want to run before you've even managed to crawl. And that is why you're going to be stunting your growth as an artist if you keep doing this shit. Forget about your art looking like anime and manga, alright? Forget about anime and manga in general. This is why art schools look down on anime and manga. Because those things are not gonna teach you what you need to learn. Because those things are way farther down. It's stylization. That's farther down the line. You have to wait before you do that shit. Because in order for you to develop a wholesome, well-rounded art style, there needs to be a strong foundation in the basics. If that foundation isn't there, your art style is gonna look weird. Frankly, is all I can tell you. Your art style is gonna look weird, unfinished, unpolished. It's just gonna look unprofessional. And if you don't brush up on the basics, if you don't learn anatomy, if you don't learn how hair grows, or if you don't learn how lighting works, or if you don't learn any of that shit from real life to some degree, I'm not saying you have to become a complete expert at realism. But if you don't at least learn all those things from real life to some degree, they're not going to transfer to your manga / anime style things that you draw. And that's going to harm you. I don't think you want that. So, from today, any beginner artists watching this that have experienced this, and by the way, this is something that's coming from personal experience, alright? My art also had this problem. I also wanted the anime manga style really badly, but I learned later down the line why that was dumb. And that's how my art has gotten to the point that it is now. Because I discarded that notion that I needed that manga/anime style so early on. I learned the basics, and now my art is a lot better for it. So, back to what I was saying. Any beginner artist watching this, I want you to don't be discouraged. Alright, anime and manga is fine. Anime and manga is great, of course. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm in that field. I love it. But I have to be real. It's not what's going to help you get better as an artist. It's something that's there for you when you do get better. But in order to get better, you have to learn from real life. Like I said in my last video, I don't know if you watched it, but you do have a source of an endless source of references in Google. You can go to Google Images, search up whatever you want, and you can find a photo. So whatever you're struggling with right now, that whether it be anatomy, facial structure, lighting, whatever, go search it up on Google Images and learn. Just study. Just brush up on your basics. And I guarantee you, I promise you, you will become much better of an artist if you do. You will get much more advanced. Your foundation will be a lot more stronger, and you will develop your art style a lot stronger than what it was before. Anyway, so this video was about art styles and how you can harm yourself if you overemphasize on them. And the next video is going to be about how you form an art style, or the best way to form an art style from my experience. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Also share this video with a friend who maybe you think needs to hear this, or just a friend who you think would find this interesting. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video, and have a great day.